Fans are shocked by Noah Brown's comments about Alaskan bush people, which reveal the hidden truths behind the show. With his honest comments, the curtain has been pulled back, revealing a much more complex and troubling story than viewers were led to believe. These untold secrets shed new light on the Brown family's off-grid lifestyle and the controversial reality behind the scenes, making many question everything they thought they knew about the beloved series. How Alaskan Bush People Made Up a Wilderness. When Alaskan Bush People first aired on the Discovery Channel in 2014, it captivated viewers with a story that seemed real, a family surviving in the harsh wilderness. The Brown family, led by patriarch Billy Brown, was introduced as a self-sufficient clan that had rejected modern society in favor of a rough, isolated life. From the very first episode, the show was marketed as a rare look into the life of true survivalists, sparking. As the years went by, holes started to appear in this carefully crafted story, making many people wonder if Alaskan Bush People was ever really real or if it was all made up for TV. If the latter, then why did it connect with viewers so strongly? One of the best things about Alaskan Bush People was that it promised a different way of life. At a time when people felt more and more disconnected from nature and overwhelmed by technology, the Browns represented something many people could only dream of. People who missed simpler times liked the idea that a whole family could survive without the comforts of modern life. But the show wasn't just about survival, it was also about family. Unlike other wilderness shows that focused on lone adventurers or short-term challenges, Alaskan Bush People showed how a large family could not only survive but also thrive together in a harsh environment. The Browns' relationships, despite their flaws and struggles, made the show more interesting. As the show became more popular, doubts started to appear. The Browns were portrayed as isolated homesteaders who had spent decades living in the wilderness, but viewers who knew Alaska pointed out that the family often appeared in places that weren't really remote. Reports started to come out that the Browns had lived in regular homes or had access to modern conveniences that were never shown on screen. This led to rumors that the family had been living in a shack. Some people in the entertainment industry said that Alaskan Bush People was more reality TV than reality itself. They said that the Browns were cast from the start not as real off-grid survivalists but as a relatable family willing to play the part for TV. Despite these doubts, the show's popularity kept growing. This was partly because reality TV producers used interesting storylines, dramatic music, carefully edited footage, and cliffhangers to keep viewers wanting more. Although there were doubts about the Browns' real life, the story was still very interesting. Another important part of the show's success was the network that produced it. Discovery Channel had a long history of making hit reality shows about survival, Survivor Men, Naked and Afraid, and blue-collar work, Deadliest Catch Gold Rush. They knew how to take regular people and make them into interesting TV personalities. With Alaskan Bush People, Discovery doubled down on its formula by marketing the Browns as one. Being self-reliant to the fullest, the network showed stunning footage of Alaska, adding to the impression that the family was living in one of the harshest places on Earth. But was it all for show? As the seasons went on, viewers began to notice problems. For a family that was supposed to live miles away from civilization, the Browns often seemed suspiciously well-groomed. Things that shouldn't have been easy to find in the wild often showed up in their hands, even during their dramatic battles. Building a new house or hunting for food seemed to happen at strange times, like they were planned to fit into the show's production schedule. When rumors spread that the Browns weren't really living in the wild full-time, people on the internet started to look into it more. Online forums and investigative reports called into question everything from their real-life financial problems to the truth of their backstory. The more people looked, the more Alaskan Bush People started to seem like a carefully made-up fantasy. But despite all the doubt, despite the controversy, the show Alaskan Bush People continued to do well. Perhaps the biggest question about the show wasn't whether it was real or not, but why people kept watching even though they thought it wasn't. The answer likely lies in how emotionally invested viewers were in the Brown family. By the time doubts arose, viewers had already spent years watching the children grow up, seeing their struggles and cheering for their successes. Even if the lifestyle wasn't as real as it seemed, fans still cared about the Browns as people. Also, reality TV has long blurred the lines between entertainment and reality. Many Alaskan Bush People fans knew the stories might be exaggerated, but they were willing to suspend their disbelief because they liked the show. In the same way that professional wrestling fans know matches are scripted but still cheer for their favorite wrestlers, reality TV viewers often watch shows knowing that not everything is as it seems. Family feuds and hidden agendas shaped the Browns' lives. Beyond the secluded survival story that captivated viewers, Noah Brown's revelations show a family tense with internal conflict. On screen, the Browns seemed united, working together to deal with the challenges of their bush life. But off-screen, fights and power struggles were happening, which would eventually become public. Then Noah Brown had a public meltdown that seemed to confirm what some people already thought: it was all for the cameras. He yelled, I can't keep the secret any longer," and then went on to tell everyone the real truth about the show. Noah has hinted at financial problems that split the family by saying that patriarch Billy Brown tightly controlled the show's earnings. Fans used to think the Browns were barely getting by, but reports suggest they were making good money. This news caused a lot of anger, with many questioning the morality of a multimillionaire family pretending to be poor. "I donated money to their struggles. If I had known they were rich, I never would have," one comment read. Beyond money, Noah says that some family members didn't like the growing demands of fame. The show started out as an intimate family-driven survival story, but it quickly became a global phenomenon that put the Browns in the spotlight. Some of the siblings reportedly struggled with the pressure, which led to fights behind the scenes. Noah's claims of heated arguments between family members have led to speculation. Fans are looking at old episodes online for clues. One fan theorized on a YouTube breakdown video that the tension could be seen in the way some of them interact, making it clear that something was wrong. What shocked fans the most was the idea that some family members wanted to leave but felt trapped by contracts and obligations. If this is true, it changes the whole show from an inspiring story of survival in the wilderness to a sad story of people who are forced to keep up a false reality for the sake of. While fans are still processing these shocking revelations, one thing is for sure: Alaskan Bush People will never be seen the same way again. The Great Divide: how Noah's revelations drove a wedge in the family. As Noah Brown's bombshell revelations ripple through the Alaskan Bush People fan base, the biggest fallout may be within the Brown family itself. While Noah has been outspoken about the fake parts of the show and the lies that were told about the family, because of problems within the family, other members have either stayed quiet or subtly pushed back against his claims. This has made fans wonder if Noah is telling the truth or if he is the outcast of the Brown clan. People have taken to social media to argue about Noah's motives, with some supporting his honesty and others accusing him of betrayal. "Noah is finally saying what we all suspected," one Reddit user said, while another said, "He's just bitter and trying to cash in on controversy." Some people are skeptical about Noah's willingness to air family secrets and wonder why he didn't say anything while the show was airing. Others, on the other hand, see him as a brave whistleblower who exposed the truth behind a carefully crafted story. The Brown family's reactions have been telling. While they haven't directly criticized Noah, their vague social media posts reveal an unspoken tension. For example, Bear Brown recently wrote, "Family is everything, loyalty matters." Many fans saw this as a subtle jab at Noah. At the same time, Rain Brown posted a picture of herself in deep thought with the caption, "Silence is sometimes the loudest response." These unclear messages have only led to more rumors, with fans wondering if the family is plotting against Noah behind closed doors. The show showed the Browns as a strong unit, united by their love for the outdoors, but Noah's revelations have broken down that illusion, showing a broken family struggling with fame, money, and personal goals. Some family members think that Noah's decision to speak out could permanently cut him off from some family members, while others wonder if his revelations are part of a bigger plan to reinvent himself outside of the Alaskan Bush People legacy. No matter what the family's position is, one thing is clear: the Brown family's unity is now too broken to ignore. Whether Noah is telling the truth or making trouble, he has changed how people see the Brown clan, and there may be no going back. The money mystery: how wealth changed the Browns. Behind the scenes, one of the most shocking things Noah has hinted at is the Brown family's financial situation. For years, Alaskan bush people said the family was struggling to survive off the land, bartering for supplies and making do with makeshift tools to stay afloat. Fans thought the Browns were a humble, hard-working clan living off of nature's bounty. But Noah's claims suggest that the Browns weren't just surviving, they were thriving financially. According to reports, Billy Brown, the family patriarch, had a net worth estimated to be in the millions at the time of his death. This has angered longtime fans who feel misled by the show's portrayal of the family as poor. "They made us think they were living on scraps, but they were millionaires," one angry Twitter user wrote. Others pointed out inconsistencies in the show, like how the Browns always seemed to have access to expensive equipment even though they were supposed to be having money problems. The show's financial structure has also been called into question. Billy is said to have controlled the family's earnings and gave out money as he saw fit. Some fans now think that this power dynamic may have caused problems between the siblings, especially those who felt they weren't getting their fair share. The idea that some family members may have been financially dependent on Billy and, by extension, the show adds to the growing controversy. These financial revelations have also led fans to compare the Brown family to other reality TV families. There is a similarity between the Browns and the Duggars from 19 Kids and Counting. Both families carefully crafted an image of simplicity and faith while secretly building wealth. This is a common theme in reality TV. Families play the underdog role while living like celebrities behind the scenes, as one fan said on a YouTube breakdown video. As more information comes to light, fans are starting to wonder how much of Alaskan bush people was ever real. Were the Browns really struggling pioneers, or were they carefully crafting an illusion? What other secrets are hiding below the surface if Noah Brown's claims are true? With these shocking financial revelations, Alaskan bush people is no longer just a survival show, it's now a mystery with fans determined to find the truth. The lawsuits and legal drama that almost brought everything down, while Alaskan bush people portrayed the Brown family as tough survivalists living off the land, their off-screen lives included more than just staged scenes. They were involved in legal battles that. Over the years, the Browns have had a number of legal problems, some of which Noah Brown has indirectly brought up in his recent revelations. One of the most famous cases involved Billy Brown and his son Bam Bam, who were charged with fraud in relation to Alaska's Permanent Fund Dividend, PFD. The fund gives annual payments to state residents, but the Browns were accused of falsely claiming residency while actually living outside of Alaska. The scandal led to fines, probation, and even a short stint in jail for the Browns. When this news first came out, fans were shocked. How could a family with such deep ties to the Alaskan wilderness be involved in such a scandal? For many, this was the first crack in the show's carefully curated image. Now that Noah's revelations have come out, some fans are revisiting this legal drama with a fresh perspective. Could it be that the Browns weren't just lying to the authorities, but also to their viewers? Many are now wondering if the fraud case was an isolated incident or part of a larger pattern of lying. Some people have even said that the show's money problems may have led to these mistakes. But the legal problems don't end there. There are also unpaid debts, land ownership issues, and problems behind the scenes with the production team. There are rumors that some former crew members thought about suing the family because of unsafe filming conditions or misleading contracts. If this is true, it could further dispel the idea that the Browns are a self-sufficient, independent clan. Fans are divided on why Noah brought up these old scandals. Some think he's just setting the record straight, while others wonder if he has his own reasons for doing so. Some think that his growing distance from the family has made him more willing to show their flaws, while others think he may be getting ready to start his own media project using these revelations to get attention. Whatever his reasons, Noah's comments have brought up old issues again. The truth about Alaskan bush people keeps getting more complicated and less good-hearted as more fans look into court records and old reports. What's next for Noah and the Brown family? Now that Noah Brown has revealed the truth about Alaskan bush people, fans are wondering what will happen next. Will Noah keep telling the show's secrets, or will he face pressure, maybe even from As rumors fly about Noah's next move, he has been very quiet about it. He hasn't given a full tell-all interview yet, but his online comments and hints suggest that he may not be done telling the untold truth. Some fans think he might be thinking about a book deal or a documentary project to fully detail his experiences, while others think he might want to stay out of the spotlight and focus on a more normal life away from reality TV. In the meantime, the rest of the Brown family has mostly avoided direct responses to Noah's claims. Some have kept posting on social media as if nothing had changed, while others have shared vague messages about family loyalty and perseverance. Their lack of response has only added to rumors that tensions are rising behind closed doors. There's also the question of Alaskan bush people. The show has already lost some of its original appeal. Could Noah's claims be the final blow? Some fans say Discovery Channel may try to rebrand the series, or others think that viewers may lose interest if they know the truth, but reality TV has a history of turning scandals into ratings gold. Some fans think that the Browns could use this controversy to their advantage by responding to Noah's claims in a dramatic TV special or even by incorporating the family conflict into a future season. Whether they choose to fight back or ignore the drama could determine the show's success. Fans still have mixed feelings about Noah. Some see him as a brave whistleblower telling the truth, while others see him as a grumpy ex-star with something to get back. Either way, his decision to speak out has changed the story of the Alaskan bush people forever. The once-loved story of a close-knit family living in the wilderness now seems more like a carefully staged illusion, leaving fans to wonder how much of the show was ever real. With so many unanswered questions and rising tensions, one thing is clear. The story of the Brown family isn't over yet, and as long as Noah keeps dropping hints about more secrets, fans will be closely watching for the next one. The fallout, fans, critics, and the internet firestorm. As soon as Noah Brown's revelation hit social media and entertainment news outlets, fans and critics reacted quickly and strongly. What was once a reality TV fan base was split into those who felt betrayed, those who had suspected foul play the whole time, and those who just enjoyed the show. Many devoted viewers were heartbroken by Noah's confessions. These were fans who had followed the Brown family's journey from the start, believing in their rugged independence and commitment to an off-grid lifestyle. The show had inspired some to seek simpler wilderness-based living, only for them to now wonder if they had been idolizing a lie. Fans who were disappointed took to social media to vent their anger, with some writing long posts about how they felt duped by the show and calling it a. Others were disappointed, but admitted they had always thought the family was exaggerating. A Reddit thread called "Were We All Just Scammed by the Brown Family?" went viral, with hundreds of fans venting their growing doubt and disappointment. Not everyone was shocked. Many longtime skeptics of Alaskan bush people saw Noah's confessions as proof of what they had thought for years. Some pointed out problems with the family's supposed isolation, citing past events. Despite what they said on TV, they were seen living in normal homes, driving modern cars, and shopping at grocery stores. Reality TV lie-busting YouTube channels jumped on the controversy right away. Videos with titles like "The Truth Behind the Brown Family's Alaska Myth" and "We Told You Alaskan Bush People Was Fake" got hundreds of thousands of views, and comment sections were full of viewers sharing their own theories. Some even said that even Noah's truth might be another lie. As with any major reality TV scandal, the internet reacted with a flood of memes. For example, Twitter users joked that the Browns were secretly living in suburban homes with Wi-Fi while pretending to be lost in the wilderness. Others used side-by-side images to show how the family was spotted in comfortable modern settings. One meme that went viral showed a split image with a rugged, beard-wearing Billy Brown claiming that his family was self-sufficient on one side and a. Although there was a lot of controversy, there were still people who supported the family. Some fans said that reality TV shows always exaggerated, so Noah's claims didn't necessarily mean that the whole show was a lie. Others thought that he was just leaking private family matters for personal gain, accusing him of biting the hand that fed him. The Brown family's most loyal fans blamed him for biting the hand that fed him. Defended them strongly, saying the backlash was overblown. A Facebook group called Real Fans of Alaskan Bush People released a statement calling Noah's comments an act of betrayal and telling fans to focus on the family's positive impact instead of the bad press. While fan discussions reached a fever pitch, Discovery Channel stayed eerily silent. The network had heavily promoted the show as a true portrayal of wilderness survival, and now they were in a tough spot if they acknowledged the controversy. Industry insiders thought that Discovery executives were closely watching the fallout and thinking about how to fix the problem. For example, would they make a statement? Would they quietly shift their attention to other projects? Or, as some fans thought, would they double down and include the controversy in a future season? With emotions running high and debates raging online, the future of Alaskan Bush People is up in the air. Will Noah reveal even more about the scandal? Will the Brown family respond directly? Most importantly, will reality TV fans ever be able to trust it again? One thing is for sure, the conversation is far from over. What do you think? Did you ever think this was true? Why or why not? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.